Hello family, it's Ariana, your tarot life coach. How you doing, big baby? Big hugs, lots and lots of love, high fives and some damn dirty shoulder rubs. What's up, fam? I hope you guys are doing a super great. All right, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to join with you. And hopefully you'll hit that like, that share, maybe even subscribe. So let's talk about the energy about this full moon eclipse. Boom. Right? We have been having so much stuff going on in the heavens. And this isn't for us to be afraid. This is for us to be aware. This is for us to know kind of how to harness this energy, how to use this energy, and how to go forth. Because there's a reason and a purpose for everything. Everything happens for a reason, and it's part of our duty and our job to figure out how and what we're supposed to get from all this. So this read is going to be a very generalized read for all signs. It's just about the energy. During these kinds of reads, when I'm channeling or when I'm kind of going through for a very generalized read, I always think about what is the aspect you want to get, you know, and kind of write those things down. I've been thinking about doing some journaling and adding journaling prompts to my videos. So by the end of this video or midway, I may come up with something, because as I was looking at this and looking at the cards that were coming out before I started researching the energy of the moon, what I really think we should be looking at is, what do we really want? Because there's going to be a lot of transformations that are going to be taking place over the next 6 months. And if we're focused on what we don't want, we just might manifest that. So our focus, and I guess our journaling, what we should journal on is, what the hell do I want? Not what I don't want. What do I want, and how do I get there? And every day kind of looking at that in an aspect of, okay, I really want to do this. So if I really want to go back to school, what am I doing to go back to school? If I really want to finish my book, what am I doing to finish my book? How can I do more of that? And almost writing it down so that you can manifest and put that energy into the universe. So let's talk about July 27, 2018. We are going at 4 degrees Aquarius. That is where this eclipse is going on. And yes, it is a full moon, baby. And it's going to be highly influenced by Mars. So, emotional challenges, okay? I'm thinking temperance card. Don't fail me now. That's exactly what I wrote down. Don't fail me now, temperance card. I'm going to need you to get rooted and patooted, okay? The moon is going to pass through the center of the Earth's shadow. So just kind of like sit with that for a minute. So we're illuminating the shadow. Whoa, Mars is all retrograde. We got all these other things going upright and crazy. But the thing is, that shadow is there for a reason, and it's going to shine through because there's some things that need to be done with it, right? So this is going to be the longest lunar eclipse of this century, big baby, lasting for about 1 hour and 23 minutes, also known as the blood moon. So the song that came to me as I was writing this stuff down was no other than Whitney Houston. I get so emotional, baby. I don't have a Whitney Houston voice, okay? Anyways, I super love this song, and the whole time I was like writing this stuff down, all I could think about was Whitney. I can hear you in my head. I wish I could channel you, but I can't. I wish I could sing like that. Anyways, intimate relationships are going to be on the forefront. Our home, our family, the sun opposing the moon. I get so emotional, baby. It's going to be rough, baby. So with all of that, let's jump into our channel message. So we're using the Shaman's Oracle right here with the Shaman of Tradition, okay, coming through telling us we had better have some unconditional love, not only for ourselves, but for others. The Shamans were known to go in between the worlds. And so when I see the elk, this is about respect. This is about boundaries. And this is about establishing our traditions and our patterns and understanding that there is a reason why we do the things we do, okay? Now, it's standing before you holding the energies of the inner worlds, bringing these forces to bear upon everything you're set out to accomplish. This is going to be one of those moments when you start looking at yourself and say, what the hell do I want? And how the hell am I going to get there? And the way you're going to get there is you're going to jump on the back of this animal with a long neck. Okay, that's how this card is described. With the Hunter of Paths. It's time for you to start looking at what you want. So traditionally, you know, they say the way that you change is by looking at your daily activities, look at what you're doing all the time, and tweak it. Okay, not twerk, baby. Work. No, we're gonna tweak it, okay? But you can twerk while you tweaking too. You know, you got some fun with it. But it's about being lost and confused, but also knowing, hey, in this confusion, while I'm lost, let me step back and see what the hell is going on. I think it's gonna be my favorite word for tonight. I don't know. Anyways, this is finding the way, looking for ways to reach your goals, making decisions with discernment, being led by traditions, respect, and boundaries. And I don't know about you guys, this is an area that I struggle with all the time. I recommend reading anything by Brene Brown, especially the book Daring. It will teach you that boundaries are necessary for us to not only keep ourselves sane, but to also keep ourselves in check, okay? Now, the energy that we have coming in with the moon, okay? So the energy that the moon is really bringing in, I always like to use the Isis Oracle because I just feel like it's so lunar, okay? But miraculous healing is about to occur. So when I talk about healing, people are like, oh, I'm gonna feel so much better. It's gonna be great. No, not all the time, all right? So this community of super higher consciousness and everything being so wonderful and peachy keen, it's not, guys. You know, in order to get better, you have to work for it. So if you want to be I'm going to break down to you simple. You want to be an athlete? Guess what? You got to wake up. You got to work out. You got to eat right. You may not be able to go and have a bottle of gin every day. You know, you got to get yourself in check, baby. And that's what emotional healing is about also. It's about checking your emotions and saying, hey, I'm really feeling pissed off right now, and I don't even know what's triggering this. But before I erect myself, I'm going to go and check myself. So this could be occurring for us. It's also telling us that the ability to heal, and with this Ace of Discs, it's like it's coming at us. I always think of this, I know this is Osiris, but I always think of Archangel Raphael, and I feel like he's telling us, jump on my back, boo-boo. I got you. Ain't nothing but a J thing, baby. And we're going to go to the big thing up in the sky, okay? We're going to be healed. Things are going to change. Relationship issues, inner struggles, addictions, problems, all of those things, all of those old wounds, they're going to start to heal. But you have to have faith, and you got to put in the work. So this is the thing that people, like, bust my chops on. They're always like, oh, well, you know, I tried that and it didn't work. Well, how long did you try it for? What did you really do? And are you holding yourself accountable? All right? Because even sometimes I have to ask myself, did you really work out as hard as you think you could have worked out? Did you really turn down that fifth piece of cake? Okay. I like cake and I like ice cream. No, I don't. I like cake and lasagna, all right? And Mexican food and everything else and barbecue, and I love food. I don't ever eat it, but I love it. However, the thing is, if you want something, you've got to work at it. But the ability, and what this moon is trying to say, what this eclipse is coming at us and it's saying is, you have the ability to heal. Are you going to jump on my back and are you going to ride the wave, or are you going to stand there and complain about how things aren't working? Because if you want to keep complaining and you want to stay there, go on ahead. I'm going to go pick up somebody else, all right? Mentally, we have retreat. And retreat is a really important card. It's the number 29 in this deck from the Sacred Power Reading cards, which comes down to a 9. We are mentally like at the breaking point, okay? We're going on exhaustion, stress, chronic fatigue. We're in fight or flight response, okay? And that is not a good place to be. And what our soul wants and what we really want is a break, okay? It's time to take a break. And I've even heard people say, well, I don't have time to go take a break. You don't have time to take a break? Okay. Or I'll hear people say, I'm going to use an example from my leadership class. One of the ladies eats lunch in her truck every day. Like, she likes to go outside, enjoy the same, you know, enjoy the birds and all this kind of stuff, and have like a little picnic. That's her me time, right? Because she's a counselor during the day with high school kids. And some teachers walk by and they're like, oh, it must be nice to be able to take a break like this. Well, boo, we all get 30 minutes. What you doing with your break? Okay. So if you want to enjoy your break, get your time alone, do what you got to do, break away. This would be a great time to journal, whatever it is. But giving yourself maybe even the 5 minutes in your bed to set the tone before your feet hit the ground of an attitude of gratitude and saying, today is going to be good. Today this, today that, and you claim it and you keep going. And just because something negative happens doesn't mean that you shoot it all down. Well, that didn't work. No, you got to keep working at it, okay? This is also about nurturing your empath qualities, okay? If you're starting to get overloaded by other people, step back. Let them solve their own problems, all right? You do you. Take care of you. This is a lot of nurturing, a lot of taking care of yourself, and taking a disconnect from technology. And I have a Mercury retrograde video coming out for you guys too, talking about technology. So this would be a great time to kind of start making sure you're backing up your files, because retrograde's already in effect, okay? Once the moon happens too. So with that being said, we have the Ace of Pentacles coming in for us on the physical thing. And I kind of feel like it's like our spirit guide is like, look, man, here's the down payment on getting your life back, because some shit's gotta die, okay? Because we got the Vulture coming out. Now, the Ace of Disc in this deck, and this is the Byzantine Tarot. Once this card comes out, big baby, we're in for big blessings. But you have to be willing to take it. See, that's the thing. It's like sometimes we get offered things and we're just like, I don't think I'm ready for that. Or I don't think I'm good enough. Or I don't think I deserve it. If you get an offer, take it. Okay? If it's something that's going to better your life, take it. All right? It's going to do something good for you, take it. Doesn't matter what you think, that you're not going to be good enough, you're not going to succeed. It wouldn't have been offered to you if you couldn't succeed. So take the opportunity, all right? Now, to clarify that, the Vulture comes out. I'm going to say some of our finances are going to improve also, okay? Now, the Vulture takes something that has no value, right? It's like, you're dead, you ain't got nothing going on. And then it breaks it down, and it's reabsorbed by the earth, and it gives new life. Okay, the lesson here with Vulture is true wealth is all around us, just under the surface, waiting to be discovered. So what parts of your life do you need to revive? Because the Vulture that is my power animal, that's my shadow animal, that's like, it brings me guidance at my weakest moments. This is the animal that comes through for me at all times. I'd be like, I just need a sign that you're listening, and then here come the Vulture, just fly right next to me, and that sucker was huge. I'm telling you, it was huge. Sometimes I'll see like swarms of them when I'm going through a hard time to let me know to pick up the pieces and carry on. But when it comes out, when this comes out in your read, it's telling you, be glad that you're getting the attention that you need, okay? You're gonna have a rich life ahead of you, but you have to be willing to take what's coming to you. Then, as long as you're doing that, you have to be invested, the energy that's being invested in all the negative aspects of why things don't work, this shit's gotta stop, man. Invest it in the positive aspects. I have a bad habit of doing this, okay? So I don't just sit around perky Perry Terry over here all the time. No, I get down to, you know, I'm a human. Okay, I got emotions. I get in those spots too. And when I find myself getting there, I have to check myself. I call a friend, I write it down, I do something, I get it out, I release it, I acknowledge it, and I try to find ways to move forward. All right, and that's part of it. You just got to figure out what works for you. I could sit here and tell you all day what I've done, but you got to find what works for you. Okay, because maybe you don't like to journal. Maybe you don't like to do this. Maybe for me it was running. I got all my clarity when I would run. I would run 4 to 5 miles a day. Don't got that time no more, but that's what got me out of my funk. So you have to find what's going to get you out of your funk. And Vulture's coming around. It's helping you. You got Archangel Raphael. You got gifts from heaven coming in. And now it's time to come to peace. It's time to make peace with what's happening, with what's going on. And the peace pipe it's on a soul level. It's a healing time. It's about the wounds. It's about the trauma, which is exactly what this card is about. It's about taking all of the crap, okay, that needs to die, and rewriting the way we tell the story. Because you're giving a new opportunity. I'm getting really emotional. I'm so sorry. So this is about forgiveness, forgiving others and forgiving yourself, and speaking your truth. And that's it. Like, that for me was pretty powerful. This is a very strong read. We are probably going to go on to about 30 minutes in this read. But what I'm getting from this is, like, for a long time I struggled with being in grad school, being a single mom, not really having a home for me and my daughter because of domestic violence situation. And how was I going to get through this? Okay. So then, you know, I'm going, and then this is when my spirituality hit. And this is when the vultures appeared, when the hawks appeared, when things just started happening. Almost like a gift from heaven came that said, all of this drama is going to create healing. And it didn't just heal me. I've been able to heal and help others, okay? And that's partly of what's going on. Take what's being given to you, let the negative stuff die, and look at what beautiful things can come from it, okay? Now, with that being said, I see a lot of feathers also. So don't be surprised if you start seeing feathers, butterflies, dimes, coins, all that beautiful stuff, because your guides are very, very near. I did a meditation with Archangel Meikle before we started, and in my meditation what I saw was hands with like a bunch of light in it, a bunch of light. And so when I saw this coin come out and the way that it was looking, it just kind of like reaffirmed that if you want the healing will be poured out. Okay, but what you do with the healing is going to be the work that you got to do. All right, so let's jump into our read. Let me put a couple of shuffles in here. And if you've made it this far through the video and you'd like to get a read, I'm going to be doing these videos for $25. We can get them through video, hit me up through DM or on email, arianaluciano@gmail.com. All right, let's see what we're going to get. We got a 2. I'm cutting the deck. In his half. And I got Genesis upright. I'm telling you, we're rewriting the story because we don't feel like there's something to celebrate. We're not looking at the celebratory things in our lives. We feel like there's no foundation. So there's no foundation. So Genesis is coming in and saying, hey, let's birth this baby. Let's do it right this time. The song that comes to my head is In the Arms of an Angel. I think it's Sarah McLachlan. Sometimes it's on the really sad puppy dog commercial that I cry in once a month. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if y'all have ever seen that one. It comes out on Animal Planet all the time and it makes me cry. But it's like, in the arms of an angel, fly away. And like, I'm telling you, you have the opportunity. The healing is there. Are you going to take it? Oh, first card just already fell out. Second card. Hold on. Let me move these. Okay, the first card, 3 of Wands reversed. 7 of Pentacles upright. Boom, boom, boom. El Diablo. Oh, too many cards, too many cards. Bad shuffling, bad shuffling. And we are dealing a lot with relationships, okay, with this one. Relationships, the home. Partnerships. Woo! Too many cards, too many cards, too many cards. Go back. If you want to come out, you gotta come out. If you want to come out like this, that's fine too, baby. I'm checking with the pendulum. Okay. There we go. Overall energy is the 10 of Cups reversed. Okay, so very interesting. You see these 2 majors we got in the middle? Those are like the big things we got to pay attention to. And then we got an angel coming in. Some of y'all will be connecting to higher realms during the eclipse. I do recommend meditations and journaling during this time because you will get a lot of downloads. I was driving to the store and I would just have these ideas that I think I need to start doing, and I'm going to write these things down, and I suggest the same thing for you. Now, so in our first position, how to nurture ourselves through all of this, I'm going to tell you, stop beating yourself up, man. Stop looking at everything you don't have and start looking at what you do have. Because this is Gilgamesh when he's looking at his city and he's like, damn, I have it all. I had everything. And I was treating it like it was nothing. So if that's what you're noticing in your relationships, if that's what you're noticing with yourself, okay, then there needs to be a shift in your perception of life, a shift in the way that you're looking at things, and a shift in your gratitude, okay? So let's see. I want to see if the animal deck is talking. It does. We're going to get a little bit of guidance on how to work with that energy. I got Whitney Houston and Sarah McLachlan in my head. Ain't that a combination? It's like, I get so emotional, baby, in the arms of an angel. Girl, woo, that's an intense little feeling, huh? And this is why, All right, Puejo. Why I don't show my face when I do reads because I'm over here singing and dancing like a crazy person. Puejo is a very intense card, okay? This is ancestral spirit guides are offering you guidance right now. It's time to pay attention to your signs and your omens, okay? It's time for you to connect. And once again, the owl, you have to think about the owl. The owl is able to see through the night. The owl can practically turn its head all the way around. It might almost, it's like 180 degrees it can go. Change your perception. See through the darkness. Even in the moments that you think that you don't have what you have, you are more than enough, all right? And your relationship can flourish, okay? Now, how to gain balance. Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles isn't playing with us today, okay? Seven of Pentacles is saying, look, stop sitting around waiting for something to change. If it ain't changing, it ain't working, it's time to get up and change the game plan, okay? Sitting bull. This is the bull of heaven when he's waiting for the Capricorn God to be released, right? All fertility ended, everything was done, everything was over, shit was not going on, okay? You're spinning your wheels. Whatever you're spinning your wheels on, it's time to change directions. So, as said to me by a very, very wise man, my favorite professor, Dr. Bohannon, do the opposite. Whatever you're doing, do the opposite. See if you get a different result. And guess what? You will. Okay? Now, how to get out of your own way during this time is the devil. Okay. You see he has the two serpents. Serpents represent knowledge. Serpents represent Kundalini energy. And he's holding them to his face, right? This is Lamatsu. And Lamatsu was known to kill children, okay? In the myths, okay? And Lamatsu is on the back of the donkey, which is the one who carries the burdens, okay? It's the beast of burdens, and then they're on a canoe. So not only does he have to balance on the freaking canoe, he's on the back of a donkey, he's got dogs suckling at his breastises, and she's got the snakes, okay? It's one heck of a day, I'm gonna tell you. For me, this is karmic overload. This is tying yourself to situations that you need to free yourself on. And it's about getting through the emotional turmoil. And when you release and when you let go, the sun comes out for you, okay? And I do wanna see if the devil has a little bit more of a message for us. And it does, so we're gonna go with the tarot. And this is getting out of your own way. It fell sideways, so I need to see if it's supposed to be upright or reversed. Some of y'all are going to be ending some relationships. Should it be reversed? So we're going to end some relationships that you were in for a really long time because the tower is looking at me and it kind of felt like this. And it's not that those relationships were like the best ones. They could have been like friendships that became toxic. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The ones that kind of, they only call you when they need something. They never have anything positive to say to you. It's just a really weird vibe. And I have friends that don't call me, you know, but when they do call me, I don't feel that way. I don't feel like, oh, I gotta answer the phone. No, when you start feeling that way, it's just time to cut the cords, okay? But this devil with the Six of Cups, I'm also gonna tell you, you're gonna start looking at your pleasures. What really brings you pleasure and what doesn't? And it's almost like the eclipse is gonna shine the light on the things that are benefiting you and the things that aren't. And the problem is here, sometimes we are more attached to things than we should be. People, places, and things. And this is telling you it's time to free up your time. It's time to free yourself from burdens. Because damn dirty, it's time to go get some pleasure, okay? Now, what will be revealed? The sun will be revealed. And I find that so interesting. And the sun for me is joy, happiness, good health. It's almost like once we stop doing the shit that's not working, once we allow the vulture to come in and carry it away, then the blessings come in, right? And the sun is saying, hey, let's go. Let's go. Let's put it out there. Let's be real. Let's be honest. Let's communicate effectively. And I'm just going to tell you the truth. This is what's going on, and I'm out. Okay? That's the vibe I'm getting. Okay, let's see what this card says. I had 4 cards come out. Who's it going to be? Grouse. All right. During this time, guys, it's going to be important to get out of codependent situations. This is the cat. It's looking at me at the bottom of the deck. Codependent on people, places, and things. It's time for us to get grounded, dance to our own beat. And it's interesting that grouse is coming out because they do the death and the rebirth dance, okay? through drumming. I don't know if some of y'all ever listen to meditative music, but I really love Native American drumming. Oh my gosh, I love to meditate to it. I love to hear it. I like to hear oh, and we went to a live performance here in Houston, and oh my gosh, you talk about, I could just feel my whole body vibrating. It was the best experience ever. Anyways, I feel like that's going to be really important as things are being illuminated, things are shining out on those things, getting very grounded as we're confronting and we're moving forward, right? Now, the advice on the outcome is, once again, I find it interesting that his wings are green and his wand is green, and I kind of feel like it's healing solar plexus and sacral energy, okay? It's coming through, and Archangel Raphael is like, hey guys, we got to get some healing going on. We got to make sure that we're healed up and that we're taking care of ourselves so that we can take care of others, okay? Now, so in that process of this healing, because remember, we have this going on also right here. We have all this going on. It's being offered. Are we going to take it? Are we going to take it? Not from that deck. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the animal deck. What is our spirit guide trying to tell us? And 2 cards fell out. It's the first one. Getting grounded again, and it's green. So I'm telling you, Archangel Raphael is coming in through for a lot of people for some emotional, spiritual, and physical healing. So if that is one way to connect with your guides, there are meditations for Archangel Raphael. There's ways to connect with him. I do feel like he is coming really strong with the green and with all of the grounding and making sure you're not too fragmented. I'm going to also say protect your energy during this time. If you start noticing that you're getting yourself all worked up, it might be a great time to pull back. All right? So that is your read for the moon with the 10 of Cups reversed, because I feel like this is going to be one of those times when we start seeing that we are not really living that, I call it the fake Facebook fantasy life, FFFB, okay? Perfect or success is not going to look the same as it does for Jerry, for Sue, and for Juanita, okay? It's just not. So redefine the way you view success. Redefine your 10 of Cups. And make sure that you're being grounded during all of this, because those what these 2 animals are really trying to tell you to do. March to your own beat. Pay attention to the signs. And also, I'm going to say protect your space and protect your time. All right. Now, I have one more card for you guys. I know we're going kind of long. If you've made it this far, thank you very much. Now, there's some other things that are going on with this eclipse, right? So we have the moons conjunct Mars, okay? So you could be feeling yourself, and like I say, you better check yourself before you wreck yourself, because that's the lesson of the Mars retrograde. Think about it, baby. That's what his message is. So, Bura Boudoir is the card that came out for us, and it's authenticity. And I'm going to use this to kind of talk about some aspects that are happening in astrology. I am no astrologist, okay? I'm trying. I might enroll in a course pretty soon. I'm super excited, so y'all just bear with me. Anyways, if you look at the bottom of this card, I feel like this is the moon conjunct Mars. And this is the lower part of the card depicts the realm of desire. And that is, it's actually like, we're going to be feeling ourselves in a lot of sexual energies also with the Mars retrograde. So, sensual desire dwells here. It's represented by the 2 erotic Indonesian dancers. In Buddhism, sensuality is seen as a distraction. Does your frustration for longing for another person, whether that is someone who does not return your feelings or not willing to commit to you fully, create your unfocused desire to be in a relationship, make the rest of your life seem meaningless? It's going back to that 3 of Wands reversed, okay? So that's what this energy is coming in. It says, do you desire to help you on your path, merely make you unhappy? Do you really know the person you yearn for, or are you simply responding to a physical appearance? Remember that beauty is fleeting. Are you angry because you don't have a big home or an expensive car? Do you really want these things, or just feel the need to keep up with others? Does what you want serve your highest purpose? Be honest with yourself and seek insight through meditation. All right. Now, another aspect that's going on is the moon squares Uranus. Okay. Uranus is like unexpected craziness. Okay. So check your moodiness, and it's not a good time to be making major life decisions. It says, take a look now at the worlds you've created in your life. Which role are you more comfortable with? Are there any parts of your life that you wish you could change? It's time to take steps to rewrite the story of your life. Well, damn, that just went together. Decide now what you wish to be and be it. Put it in writing, my friend. Let's journal together, okay? Anyways, the next aspect we're looking at is how Saturn is trine Uranus, and this is going to help us find better solutions. With this, it says, Buddha congratulates you for realizing that problems arise only when you respond to difficulties with a negative state of mind. If your answer is no, then Buddha congratulates you on honesty. It's like saying no to certain things, okay? To seek the path to happiness by responding to life with a peaceful mind. It's going to be very important, and it's interesting because Saturn is actually the trine to Uranus. It kind of smooths that energy, and so it's kind of telling you, like, don't overreact to stuff. Kind of be peaceful with it. Set back. Make sure this is really what you want. Doing this will encourage you to be responsible for your life and to live authentically, according to your true self. And authenticity is the main point of this card. During this lunar eclipse, don't be surprised if you lose some friendships, relationships, and things that no longer serve you, but that's part of what's going to be shown when that shadow comes out, okay? And it's nothing to be afraid of, and it's nothing to think negatively of, because if you look at it as a negative thing, then you're not seeing the beauty of the vulture come in. All right, so guys, with that being said, that is our full moon in Aquarius read. And if you've made it this far, okay, if you've made it this far in the video, I want you to put in the email hashtag made it this far. My friend gave me this idea because I talk too much. Ha! Thanks, boo-boo. I made it this far, or just hashtag made it this far, and I'll take $5 off this read, which will make it a $20 read. All right, guys, for a video or an email, whichever way you prefer it. So big hugs, lots and lots of love. If you're interested in a personal or private read, hit me up at arianaluciano@gmail.com or on the gram at Ariana Luciano. Be blessed, fam.